Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a completely non-fitness related video and it's a juicy Q&A. I put a post on my Instagram and I've got all your questions here which I'm going to answer, so tune in if you want some juice. So I'm just going to get right on in there. Question 1 is, what is the worst date you've ever been on? Okay, so the worst date I've been on is, I've not been on many first dates, I'm just going to say that now, but I've been on one pretty bad one, and it was a date where I'd met this guy before, so I already knew him, and we were going for drinks in Birmingham in the jewellery quarter, so it's a nice area. I thought, yeah, it'd be really nice, blah blah blah. And I'm usually quite not suspicious, I'm usually quite wary with like making sure I'm safe on a first date, especially if I don't know him, but I did actually know this guy, so I've met him before. We went for drinks in Birmingham, and obviously I drove there, and he was like, oh, you can just leave your car in my car park. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Got to his car park, and it's a gated car park, and I was a bit like, oh, do I proceed? But I did proceed, and I parked my car, and then he started walking me back into his apartment. It was just like, I thought we were going for drinks. He said, yeah, we'll just have one here first. So I went into his apartment. He poured me a vodka and coke, and not joking, he poured like half a pint of vodka and the rest coke. And I didn't really say anything because I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to things like that. Anyway, I drank it. We went out for drinks finally. We went to a really nice place, actually, a really nice cocktail bar, and it was all fine. He was a bit sort of eccentric, but anyway, I had 2 more drinks at this cocktail bar, and then we moved on, and I thought I was gonna go back to his and grab my car and go home. We went to another bar, and I just said to him, I was like, look, so I had a flight to catch the next morning, and I was like, look, it's getting late. This is probably about 12, half 12 at night. And I just said, look, it's getting late, I should probably get going now. And he was like, no, we'll just go for a few more drinks. I was like, I've got to drive my car. And he was like, but you've already had 2 drinks. And so I just sort of rolled my eyes, and we went to this next bar. And I didn't order any drinks, but he ordered 2 bottles of wine, and he looked at me and he was like, go on then, it's your round. He started getting a bit sort of, not angry, but almost agitated with me. Not with me, but just in general. And I turned around and I said to him, look, like, you're starting to scare me a bit now, I want to go home. And he like downed these 2 massive glasses of wine, and he walked me back to his apartment, where he made me sit there until, because he'd calculated in his head how long it would take for the units of alcohol that I drank to get out of my system so that I was safe to drive my car, even though I'd had 3 drinks, so I probably should have had less, but I just wanted to get out of there, and he made me sit there in his apartment until like the clock struck, I think it was about 1:30, and then he let me go home. I thought I was going to get kidnapped and raped, but luckily that didn't happen. So yeah, I didn't speak to him again, but he rang me probably 2 or 3 times just on the drive back home. He's like, are you safe? Are you safe? Yes, I'm fine. Go away, I hate you. So yeah, that was my worst first date experience. Question 2 is your most embarrassing moment. There are numerous, unfortunately. I did piss myself quite a few times at school, not gonna lie. I was really shy when I was little, and I remember being at school and I was probably only 6 or 7, and I'd not long moved to the school actually, and we were sat having lunch and the girl next to me asked the dinner lady to open her bottle of pop, and the dinner lady come and stood over me and opened the bottle of pop and it went all over me, and I was just like soaked, and I had to get up because I was at the back of the dinner hall, so I had to walk in front of everyone drenched and go and get myself sorted out. So that wasn't a great experience for a shy 6 or 7 year old. Question 3, are your boobs real? No, they are not. I got them done when I was 19, so 5 years ago. Wow, ever since I was really little, I was always obsessed with boobs, and I would always used to dream of the moment that I would grow boobs, and it never happened. So as soon as I was going to always wait until I was 21, and then when I was 19 I went for a consultation and he was like, look love, your boobs aren't going to grow, and here I am today with the boobs I've always dreamed of. Have you always been confident in your own skin? No, definitely not. I was probably the most insecure, shy, whatever person you'd ever meet when I was, well, a few years ago. And then I discovered the gym, and it was more of a journey, to be honest. I started reading loads of books, listening to loads of YouTube videos on personal development, and I was watching loads of fitness videos anyway, and I think combining the two helped massively, because as much as it's great to get your body fit, I do think it's more important to sort your head out first. So I think confidence starts from within and then work on the outer after. We all have shitty days where we feel crap about ourselves, but as long as you don't dwell on it, then no. Toxic friendships and how do you deal with them? I hit a point in my life where I was just like, enough's enough, I'm not going to let anyone else drag me down, because I did have a lot of people surrounding me that would just sort of drag the energy out of me and constantly put me down without me noticing. Other people would notice it around me and they'd say look, this person's bad for you or whatever, but I'm the sort of person that likes to see the best in people, and I give people a lot more chances than they should have. But I just hit a point where I was like, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore, and I slowly dispersed of those people out of my life. So now all I have surrounding me is people who absolutely love me, obviously, but no, people that genuinely have my best interest at heart and would literally go out of their way for me like I would for them. So I'd just say, if you do have people in your life that put you down, or you come away from them and you feel like shit, then you need to sort of, in the kindest possible way, just remove them, and you will notice massive change. How do you stay motivated? To be honest, I don't. I have numerous days where I don't want to go to the gym, today being one, but I think it's more discipline, to be honest, than motivation. And I think as well, it's having that long-term goal and constantly having something to work towards. So that does help massively. As long as you've got a vision and an end goal in mind, then you can sort of put everything else aside and just know what you're working towards, and just look at the bigger picture like that. and it is 100% discipline over motivation. Motivation is great, but it does wear off. So you need to just be disciplined. Your biggest celebrity crush? Anthony Joshua. Hey. Anthony Joshua and probably Tom Hardy. I know they're very like well sought after characters, but they're a bit of me. Like, I'm 100% into Rough and Ready. I don't like the Joey Essex type. That's not me whatsoever. I like a bit of dirt and someone that's not afraid to get their hands dirty. So are you single or taken? I am single. How did you get into the gym? So I've said this before, I came out of a really bad relationship, so I was in a really bad place, and my friend at college dragged me to the gym one day, and instead of getting on the cardio machine like I thought we would, we started just picking up weights, and like I started seeing results really, really fast. Got myself a PT, and then from there I was just hooked. So yeah. Juicy this one. How old were you when you lost your virginity? I was 17. I was in a relationship with my first ever boyfriend. Yeah, 17. Weirdest thing you've eaten? So when I went to Asia, I went to Asia and I ate, it was like some sort of bug, I don't know what it was, but it was like fried, so I ate that, and I also had weasel shit coffee. It was basically, in Asia they do this thing where they like farm weasels. I know this sounds horrific, and it was, to be honest, but they like farm weasels and they feed the weasels coffee. The coffee beans go through their digestive system. The coffee beans go through their digestive system, and they obviously excrete it and wash it and whatever, and they sell it as coffee beans. And apparently something to do with the weasel affects the coffee bean and makes it taste different. Pooey, maybe. Are you planning on competing again? Currently, I am not planning on competing. I have been tempted, seeing all of my fellow athletes on prep and compete and whatever this year, and I have been tempted, but I just thought for my own sanity right now, and I'm currently really happy with the way that training's going and the way that my nutrition is. I'm just enjoying everything, so and when you start competing you do obsess over everything, and I think I'm more about like my mental well-being now rather than trying to fit into a tiny little bikini and get on stage and for the glory to last a whole lot of 5 seconds. It's not really worth it to me at the moment. My mind may change again probably next year, but who knows. Do you have any piercings? Yeah, I've got 2 in each ear, and I did have my belly button pierced, but freak accident meant it is no longer pierced. What qualities do you look for in a partner? So as long as someone can make me laugh, then that's all good. Yeah, someone that just like has me in stitches 24/7 is a winner in my eyes, and someone that feeds me food. Your biggest turn off, no, your biggest turn on slash off. Biggest turn on. Biggest turn on is probably just someone that's confident. Not someone that's arrogant, because there's a difference. Someone that's confident with who they are and is not afraid to come and walk over to me and say hello. Yeah. And my biggest turn off is probably someone that's arrogant. So, someone that just absolutely loves himself and thinks he's God's gift. Yeah, arrogance is like a massive turn off to me. So I think there's like a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and you just gotta get that balance right. If you had to choose between a late night adventure or the sesh, which would you choose? I would choose the late night adventure. I'm all about spontaneity. Don't get me wrong, I do love the sesh. But if I had to choose, I'd choose late night adventure because you could sesh anytime. How often do you go on a late night adventure? So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Thank you for everyone who sent questions. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next video.